Hello, let's do the South Wales Coastal Path, this time from Newport all the way to Redwick. I'm Jack, I'm going to be your guide. I came down from Cheltenham by train to Newport town centre, a bit sad, old and tired. A few memorials to the D-Day landings and to the iron and coal industries of the 19th century, even some medieval stuff, including the castle that's guarding the bridges over the river. But on the whole, it's a bit like Swansea, but it hasn't got the glory that is Swansea Bay. They are trying. There's some nice new buildings. This is the university. Unfortunately, though, it was a long old walk from the town centre to the transporter bridge, which is where I was going. You can see that there were diversions. That is, I wasn't supposed to get any closer, but I went through and had a look, and they're basically building up the sea defences, so I couldn't get down. I tried going through this industrial park to no avail. These lovely people saved my life. It's their first day with their new van. Good luck, mum, dad and the son. Then went off down the road and eventually met up with the coastal path again. So kind of saved. You've got a kind of industry kind of going off on one side, and you've got the path going off towards the coast on the other. Electricity pylons for my son Daniel. There's supposed to be a right turn, but somehow I missed it, got lost, more road walking, got myself to Nash Church, got myself to the Waterloo pub, and that's important because the path goes out the back of the Waterloo. I took some advice, followed it into these fields, into these meadows, historic meadows, and it was hard work because you have to kind of find the exit, and the exit isn't always obvious when round all these fields. You can see I missed things, and then, oh no, it's back to where I'd started, completely blown it, gave up. Came back a month or so later, back to the Waterloo, this time walked down the road to the power station and started on the path there that goes down towards the coast.
Newport power station, and here's the B station. Yeah, look at that. And then as you kind of scan round, you get away from the heavy industry. There's the nice man to have a chat with. And you get towards the hills of Wales in the background there, look at that. And you keep on going in the river. And that's the thing about all of this. You go from heavy industry to unbelievable, gobsmackingly beautiful scenery in just a few minutes.
Oh, wowza. And you can see Cardiff in the background there, which is really quite a sight. And then this is now looking along the estuary, and it's a huge seascape or estuaryscape. You can see the little islands in the background there. And this is going to be my path following along the estuary all the way to Redwick. The farmers are busy. It's the sea walls on one side and very fertile on the other. You can see the lighthouse on the western side. You can see that lighthouse on the eastern side. A little stubby fellow, if you ask me. And then I'm going to follow this path probably 10-15 miles. The tide is starting to go out over the salt marshes, so pretty soon the water is going to be turning to mud. I think these are bulrushes, and you can see the industry starting to fade away in the background. You're also getting these wonderful patterns in the oozy old mud. I wouldn't like to go out walking on any of that. That's the official path to Salt Marsh, but I'm not doing that. There's a path all the way along seawall here, which I'm going to take. So up on the embankment, there's some birds kind of flying away, and it's very much now a man-made environment. The seawall keeping out from the Newport Levels. You can see the industry behind, and the wind here blowing away in the reeds and the bulrushes made a beautiful sound. And I think you can see it was an absolutely a gorgeous day. This is where I was going to. This is Goldcliff in the distance, and I had to walk around this piece of water here, past the old farmhouse there, and then also a pub, though unfortunately for me it was shut. But the most exciting thing was the church. There's a memorial there to the Welsh army of the 1600s, which killed thousands and thousands of people. There's also a memorial to this little Italian family. I wonder when they came over. And this sign lies. It's not 5 kilometres. Make that 15. I was exhausted. Anyway, here the Goldcliff Lagoons, but more importantly, the Gwent Levels. Very much a man-made environment. Lots of dikes and water levels. I think the Romans started it and the monks carried it on. Hit the water. You can see the Severn Bridge. If you look back, you can see Goldcliff, where I'd come from. These sticks in the water for catching salmon in baskets as the tide goes in and out. I made my way to this bench, and spectacular views. I think that steep home in the distance. And this house must have one of the best views in the whole of Wales. The cattle weren't too bothered with the views though. They were munching away. I think this is a Jersey cow. And I'm zooming on here now because if you look, you can just start to see the old Severn Bridge coming into the distance. The estuary is huge. This is looking all the way along. You've got the Severn Bridge now. I think this is a 270-degree viewpoint. You can see Somerset on the other side. It almost looks like you can walk over, but believe me, you can't. You keep on scanning round and round and round, past the fishes, past the sun on the water, and there's Gold Cliff in the distance. So you can see the path now. You can see the other side and the fishing. It's must have been quite a big industry once. Very fertile on the other side. This cow's enjoying himself. This house has got a spectacular view, and these Jerseys are just enjoying the sunshine and munching the grass. I think this is a heifer, a big old heifer. Looks very healthy to me. I thought these were little cows, but no, they were sheep, and I knew that this was a pipeline, so that's okay. Still got the kind of patterns in the mud, and I was very pleased by now to see Redwick Church coming into scope. Here it is between two windmills.
Look at this. 2 bridges all the way along.
So what I'm going to do here is zoom in on the old Severn Bridge. Old Severn Bridge I think is absolutely beautiful. My father queued up to drive over when it first came. These cows make a spectacular mess. Here's the church at Redwick. I'm very pleased to get to the pub. The landlord was extremely kind, let me use his phone, gave me a taxi telephone number, got me back to my car. So I've had a great day, and Newport to Redwick is definitely a walk of 2 halves. The first half industry, the second half the Severn Estuary. I recommend you do it, but do it on a sunny day and get to that pub and have a pint on me. Okay, that's it. If you like it, please like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.